Are you drowning in debt and dreaming of owning your own home? You're not alone. So many folks I talk to on the show are in the same boat. They feel like they're stuck in a hole, working just to make ends meet, and that dream of owning a home feels about as far away as the moon. But let me tell you, it doesn't have to be that way. Today, we're going to walk through a step-by-step process to get out of debt and make that dream of homeownership a reality. We're going to attack this together with a level head and a little bit of discipline. We're going to get you out of that hole and on solid ground. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, it takes hard work and sacrifice. But let me tell you something. The feeling of being debt-free and owning your own home, that's priceless. So if you're ready to get started, buckle up and let's get to work. First things first, we gotta know where your money is going. You can't fix what you don't track. I want you to grab a pen and paper or open a spreadsheet, whatever works for you, and write down every single dollar that comes in and goes out each month. I'm talking about everything. Your salary, side hustles, that $5 bill you found on the sidewalk, write it down. Then, on the other side, list all your expenses. Rent, groceries, utilities, gas, that daily latte habit, everything. Be honest with yourself, even if it's painful. Now look for areas where you can cut back. I'm not saying you have to live like a pauper, but I guarantee you'll find some leaks in that spending ship. Remember, this ain't about deprivation, it's about making a plan and sticking to it. Now that you've got a clear picture of your income and expenses, it's time to get ruthless. We're going after those unnecessary expenses like a bulldog on a pork chop. Look, I'm not saying you have to live like a hermit and never enjoy life, but I bet you've got some subscriptions you don't use, memberships you forgot you had, or impulse purchases that are draining your bank account. Maybe it's eating out less, cutting back on entertainment, or finding cheaper alternatives for things you need. It's amazing how the exact same product can have significant difference in cost between stores. Some I have found to be 30 to 50% less. Yes, it's going to take a little work, but you should be able to save between 10 and 20% on groceries if you are willing to go to multiple stores. Also, don't forget 2-for-1 deals and coupons, but only if it's products you use. Remember, every dollar you save is a dollar that can go towards paying down debt or building that down payment fund. So get creative, get resourceful, and get cutting. All right, we've tackled the spending side. Now let's talk about boosting your income. Listen, I'm a big believer in working hard and making more money. Have you considered a side hustle? There are endless possibilities these days. Driving for a ride-sharing service, delivering food, freelancing online, the list goes on. Look for work-at-home things like computer jobs if that's your thing. And don't be afraid to ask for a raise at your current job if you deserve it. The worst they can say is no, but you might be surprised what happens when you advocate for yourself. Remember, increasing your income isn't about getting rich quick. It's about giving yourself more breathing room and accelerating your journey to financial freedom. All right, now we're getting to the heart of the matter, tackling that debt. And we're going to do it with my favorite method, the debt snowball. List out all your debts from smallest to largest with the corresponding interest rates. If the interest rates are close like most credit cards, try to eliminate the lowest balance debt. Now here's where the snowball comes in. Throw every extra dollar you have at that smallest debt until it's gone. If there is a wide disparity in rates, you could also take the approach of going after the highest interest rate debt first, because that's where you are paying the most interest. Pay minimums on everything else, but focus all your energy on that one debt. Paying it off will give you momentum that the plan is working. Once it's gone, take the money you were paying on it and add it to the minimum payment of the next smallest debt or next highest interest rate debt. You'll start to see momentum build, like a snowball rolling downhill, and before you know it, you'll be debt-free. You've created a budget, cut expenses, increased your income, and paid off your debt. You're a lean, mean, debt-fighting machine. Once you are in that mindset, you will find more ways to cut. Now it's time to focus on the final piece of the puzzle, saving for a down payment. I know it might seem daunting, but remember how we built that debt snowball? Same principle applies here. Set a savings goal and break it down into smaller, manageable chunks. Even if it's just $50 or $100 a month, start somewhere. Open a dedicated savings account and automate those transfers. Think of it like paying yourself first. Over time, those small contributions will add up to a sizable down payment. By following these steps, you'll be well on your way to getting out of debt and in buying your dream home, or at least a starter home that you can start building equity on. Always buy in a stable location where you are quite certain that property values will go up over time. You may not get your dream home the first time, but as you build equity, you will be able to get into better properties over time. Let inflation help you build equity. Remember, it's a journey, but with discipline and determination, you can do it. You can achieve your financial goals. It won't happen overnight, but every step you take brings you closer to that dream. Imagine the feeling of unlocking the door to your own home, knowing you did it debt-free. So keep your head up, stay focused, and never give up. You got this. If you stay focused and avoid the temptation of a lavish vacation, that beautiful new car, and other desires you may have, you will attain your goal. Those other things you desire will have to wait. Remember, debt is a killer. Interest is a wasted expenditure. You get nothing back from paying interest. Good luck in your journey.